in order to benefit migrant workers, we are coming up with a national portability of the cards, which is public distribution ration cards can be used in any ration card, any ration shop in any part of the country as you move along. So if there is a ration card holder, today he is in Bihar or Karnataka, tomorrow he moves to Rajasthan, he can take his food ration from any ration shop in that state. So national portability, which is now being defined as one nation, one ration card. One nation, one ration card will be implemented, and by August 2020, which is another 3 months, within 3 months, 67 crore beneficiaries in 23 states, which means the 67 crore beneficiary is 83% of all the PDS population that we are talking about. 83% of all the PDS population will get covered by this one nation, one ration card. And we assure 100% coverage of national portability of these cards by March 2021. 83% is already done. So all the states and union territories will complete full FPS automation by March 2021. Free food grain supply to all migrants for the next 2 months. How is this? We had already, you are aware, we had already announced that for the public distribution system based, card based people who get their regular quota of rice or wheat and in their residences, we had added free 5 kgs for them, either of rice or wheat, and also said 5 kgs per individual, but per card 1 kg of pulse was announced earlier. And that additional 5 per month kg of wheat or rice was being given free. That was made clear. Now what we are saying is that continues, that remains intact. But for those who are non-card holders, meaning they are neither under the National Food Security Act, nor are they holders of any state level cards, for them, they shall be given 5 kgs per person of wheat or rice, or 1 kg of chana, so that is for per family. And if the person is remaining without card, he can also get it. We are engaging with the state governments to make sure that they know where these migrants are, they can approach them and give them, because most of these migrants who have no cards are staying in those camps which are being run either by the government or by the NGOs, and therefore, based on a rough assessment which has been given to us by all the state governments, we think there are about 8 crore migrants for whom benefit will reach through this free food grain supply. There's definitely a lot of concern, and a legitimate concern, about migrant workers now going back to their respective states. And will they be there without any opportunities to earn their livelihood? So I would like to draw your attention to say that you know that we had announced the increase in the average wage rate from 182 to 202 rupees. I had made an announcement once earlier. Now, the question of these people returning to their states, will they stay without any provisioning? We have already generated 14.62 crore man days or person days of work generated up to 13th May, which is actually 40 to 50% more persons who have got enrolled compared to last May. So when there was no COVID, what was the number? It is at least 30 to 40%, 40 to 50% more than what it was before. We have enrolled all of them. We are making provision through the Rural Development Ministry to ensure that they get enrolled, they get work, they get the due payments. So work offered is now to 2.33 crore wage seekers I think the data is of yesterday, in about 1.87 lakh gram panchayats. So the migrant workers who are going back, and if in case they are joining the Manrega there, are being actively enrolled and provision through the respective ministries being done. The next step is towards street vendors, for whom we are giving a special credit facility for about 5,000 crores of rupees. This is going to be because most of their livelihood has been adversely affected. Street vendors have not been allowed to do anything during the lockdown, and therefore within a month the government will launch this special scheme which will facilitate easy access to credit for all the street vendors. And when I say all the street vendors, there are 50 lakh street vendors as per one estimation which comes from all the state governments. 50 lakh street vendors will be able to avail of the 5,000 crore special credit facility, through which once the lockdown is lifted, they can start their business back, they can buy their products to sell, and so on. So 50 lakh street vendors will be taken care of. We are giving an initial working capital of up to 10,000 rupees. And for this, we expect a liquidity provision of 5,000 crores will be made by the government. 12,000 self-help groups all over the country. This is an example which Honorable Prime Minister referred to. 12,000 SHG groups have produced over 3 crore of masks and 1.20 lakh liters of sanitizers, again during this COVID period. And the self-help groups in urban centers are with urban poor. So urban poor are contributing also in this COVID period. And self-help groups, as you know, is something which is supported by the central government also. Another experiment which was successful is for disbursing revolving funds to the SSGs, and these revolving funds for the self-help groups have also become on board a Paisa portal. It is called PA, all in capital, I is small and SA, Paisa portal, as of April. And now many state governments, seeing the pilot project which had happened in Gujarat, want their people also to get onto this, and through this a lot of across the state benefits which they can get will be available for the SHGs. And lastly, for the urban poor, 7,200 new SHG groups have been formed, newly formed for the urban poor, and that commenced from 15th March. Critical COVID time. New self-help groups for whom assistance get given, and they get benefit from revolving funds and so on to catch on with what they want to do for their livelihoods. So during these 2 months, COVID period, you have these activities which have happened with central government participating actively in these 2 months only. The COVID duration, the time when COVID hit us, and hit us so badly, resulting in a lockdown. But even then, activities through the banks have been happening. I want to just draw your attention that 63 lakh loans of 86,600 crores have been approved in agriculture area between 1st March and 30th of April. Again, refinancing of nearly 29,500 crores has been provided by the NABARD to all the cooperative banks and the regional rural banks so that they can have onward lending done. And this has happened just in March. Just only in March, NABARD has refinanced 29,500 crores through the rural cooperative banks and the regional rural banks.